Just took a shower, so my hair's all wet. All right. Elijah pronounces Ahab's doom. Okay. And it came to pass after these things that Naboth the Jezreelite had a vineyard which was in Jezreel, next to the palace of Ahab, king of Samaria. So Ahab spoke to Naboth, saying, "Give me your vineyard, that I may have it for a vegetable garden, because it is near next to my house. And for it, I will give you a vineyard better than it." Okay, so sounds like a good deal, right? Or, if it seems good to you, I will give you the worth in money. So he's like, give you either something better or whatever it's worth, give it to you in money. Okay? But Naboth said to Ahab, "The Lord forbid that I should give the inheritance of my fathers for you." So Ahab went into his house sullen and displeased because of the word which Naboth the Jezreelite had spoken to him. For he had said, "I will not give you the inheritance of my fathers." And he lay down on his bed and turned away from his face and would not eat no food. So he's kind of sulking like a kid. Wow. If somebody told me, you know what, this is my family's land, I'd be like, okay, that's it. End story. Let's see here. But Jezebel, his wife, came to him and said to him, "Why is your spirit so sullen that you eat no food?" He said to her, "Because I spoke to Naboth the Jezreelite and said to him, 'Give me your vineyard for money, or else if it pleases you, I will give you another vineyard for it.' And he answered, 'I will not give you my vineyard.'" Sounds fair. Okay. Then Jezebel's wife said to him, You now exercise authority over Israel. Arise, eat food, and let your heart be cheerful. I will give you the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite." So she's like, "I'll do it for you." This woman, she's something else. Um, and she wrote letters in Ahab's name, sealed them with his seal, and sent the letters to the elders and the nobles who were dwelling in the city with Naboth. Forgery! She stood in the letters, or she wrote in the letters, saying, "Proclaim a fast and seat Naboth with high honor among the people." Okay. "And seat 2 men, scoundrels, before him to bear witness against him, saying, 'You have blasphemed God and the king.' Then take him out and stone him that he may die." So she's like setting him up. So the men of the city, the elders and nobles who were inhabitants of the city, did as Jezebel had sent to them, and it was written in the letters which she had sent to them. They proclaimed a fast and seated Naboth with high honor among the people. So Naboth, he just not knowing what's going on, And 2 men, scoundrels, came in and stood before him. The scoundrels witnessed against him, against Naboth, in the presence of the people, saying, "Naboth has blasphemed God and the king." When they took him outside the city, Then they took him outside the city and stoned him with stones so that he died. So this poor man didn't do anything. But there was a couple witnesses saying, fake witnesses, saying, "Oh, he did this. So they believed it. Then they sent to Jezebel, saying, "Naboth has been stoned and is dead." Dang. Well, no, it was those elders that she wrote the letter to that stoned him. I'm sorry. And it came to pass, when Jezebel heard that Naboth had been stoned and was dead, that Jezebel said to Ahab, "Arise and take possession of the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite, which he refused to give you for money, for Naboth is not alive, but dead. So it was, when Ahab heard that Naboth was dead, that Ahab got up and went down to take possession of the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite. Man, poor Naboth. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing the right thing, and look how dirty these people are. Ooh. Okay. Then the word of the Lord came to Elijah Tishbite, saying, Here we go. Here we go. Arise, go down to meet Ahab, king of Israel, who lives in Samaria. There he is in the vineyard of Naboth, where he has gone down to take possession of it. You shall speak to him, saying, Thus says the Lord, have you murdered and also taken possession? I'll be honest, I kind of would have liked God to have been like, before all that happened, be like, this is what you're thinking of. This is what you're. But, have you murdered and also taken possession? And you shall speak to him, saying, Thus is the Lord, in the place where dogs licked the blood of Naboth, dogs shall lick your blood, even yours. So, you kill somebody, somebody's coming after you. And God's going to be sending them. Okay. So Ahab said to Elijah, Have you found me, O my enemy? And he answered, I have found you, because you have sold yourself to do evil in the sight of the Lord. Behold, I will bring calamity on you. I will take away your posterity. I will cut off from Ahab every male in Israel, both bond and free. I will make your house like the house of Jeroboam, the son of Nabal, and like the house of Baasha, the son of Ahijah, because of the provocation with which you have provoked me to anger and made Israel sin. So, he's a leader. So if he does wrong, that makes Israel look wrong. Okay? So that's what God's talking about. So, excuse me. I'm going to blow my nose. Give me 1 minute. Okay, back. All right. Let's see here. Now, where am I? Here we are. Okay. And concerning Jezebel, the Lord also spoke, saying, The dogs shall eat Jezebel by the wall of Jezreel. So, there's wild, feral dogs that tear her up. The dogs shall eat whoever belongs to Ahab and dies in the city. And the birds of the air shall eat whoever dies in the field. So, the vulture's going to come too. Okay. But there was no one like Ahab who sold himself to do wickedness in the sight of the Lord, because Jezebel, his wife, stirred him up. Your influences have a big... Excuse me. Your influences have a big deal with what you do, who you hang out with. Because they're either going to encourage you for good and push you to be better than what you are, or you're going to hang out with fools and you're going to become a fool. Because they're going to be like, well, let's do this, and let's do this, and let's do this. And they're going to push you towards doing stupid things. So you want to hang out with smart people, not dumb people. All right. And I don't mean dumb as in mentally challenged, okay? Because that's not dumb. That's just mentally challenged. I'm talking about dumb as in you're a smart person, but you don't think of what you're doing. You just do stupid things. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. So, and he behaved very abominably in following idols, according to all that the Amorites had done, whom the Lord had cast out before the children of Israel. So it was when Ahab heard those words that he tore his clothes and put sackcloth on his body, and fasted, and lay in sackcloth, and went about mourning. And the word of the Lord came to Elijah the Tishbite, saying, See how Ahab has humbled himself before me? Because he has humbled himself before me, I will not bring the calamity in his days. In the days of his son, I will bring calamity on his house. So, yep. So that's what's going to happen. So, you do something wrong, it's going to affect your children. Okay? In a sense, okay, God's not punishing your children, but you're punishing your own children because you're doing wrong and they had to suffer the effect of that. I mean, it is what it is. So, you gotta make wise decisions in life. Stop and think. Is this a good decision? Is this going to impact me for the better years down the road or for the worse years down the road? And decide what's it going to be. So, anyway, tomorrow we're going to be reading Micaiah's True Prophecy. So, we're going to see what's going to happen here. Got some prophecy coming your way. Thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and